Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your man Godfrey Amimo. Welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, consider subscribing, sharing and liking this video. Ladies and gentlemen, since the demise of Honorable Cyrus Jirongo, so many questions have been raised, and we have more questions than we have answers, guys. So people are demanding for answers, and today we're just going to look at some of the questions that Kenyans are asking. You know, this is a very controversial incident, and putting in mind Cyrus Jirongo is a legendary politician, and if such a thing happens, obviously questions must come up, because some of the details that people are getting, they're not adding up, you know. So here is the analysis of some 11 questions that people are asking, and number 9 will surprise you, because even I didn't know that. Anyway, first question that people are asking is about the bus. If the last bus, be it Climax or the other buses traveling for long distances, they get out of town as late as 11. What was this bus still doing at Naivasha? Putting in mind, let's say if from Nairobi to Naivasha is 1 hour or 2 hours, and let's say this bus moved from Nairobi at around 11. By 12:30 or 12, it should have passed Naivasha. So what was the bus doing at Naivasha at the time of the incident? That is 3:19 a.m. What was the Climax bus doing at that time in Naivasha? The second question people are asking, it is alleged, said that 65 or 67 people were on board. Why can't we have even one person to give statement on the incident? Ladies and gentlemen, this story is not adding up. If 67 people were on board in the bus, why are we not getting even one person to come and say, this is how this accident happened? As usual, when such a thing happens, we have people who come and talk on media. But on this one, the 65 people, or were they ghost passengers? Because none of the passengers is coming out to say this thing happened, and at this particular time and in a certain place. And if the bus was carrying ghost passengers, then we need to know about that. Third question that people are asking, why can't we get the conductor? It's only the driver who gave the report of what happened. Obviously, these long distance buses, they carry a driver and a conductor. Why are we only having a driver giving testimony of what happened? Where was the conductor at the time of the incident? Did this vehicle have a conductor? Where is the conductor? Another question that people are asking about this incident, if the accident happened at 3:19 a.m. in the morning, according to the laws of Kenya or even the road laws, if an accident happens, buses or the car involved is not supposed to be moved out of the scene. And that means the passengers who were on board, they were to wait for reports to be written, leave alone the report. If an accident happens, they have to bring another bus and take these passengers to the final destination. And that happens when nobody was injured and everybody's okay. Now, this was 3:19 in the morning. If a bus was to move from Nairobi to come and pick these passengers, let's say it was to take 1 hour or 2 hours, because when they relayed information, everything like that, it was about 4 a.m. So when a bus is sent to go and pick these passengers, it will reach at the scene at around 5 p.m. and pick passengers and take them to Busia. And also, Climax could not release a bus to go without their consent. And this brings us to another question. Why haven't Climax Bus Company issued an official statement about the incident? So far, we don't have any information from the company. The accident happened, but no official report has been issued from the company. Did they know that their bus was involved in an accident? That's another question. That's question number 5. Another question that is contradicting things here is that, do you want to tell me with this digital world that all people that were on board, these 67 people, as said by the driver, they did not have smartphones? Nobody was in the bus to take a picture or a video. Maybe they were in shock, but all the 65 passengers? That's another question. Another burning question that people are asking, they say, according to the CCTV footage, you can see the Climax bus was on a very high speed. And he said he couldn't engage the emergency brakes because it would have endangered the lives of the 67 people on board. Fine, after the crash, and normally people using these local buses, they don't put all the safety belts. So do you want to tell me about 50 or 40% of people who are on board in that bus, they didn't have the safety belts, but somehow after the crash they survived. No injury was reported. And nobody was injured. And then putting in mind that these seats, they're very close. So you can't tell me that the impact couldn't push these people forward. Even people could have hit their heads on the front seats. Another question that is people are asking, the Mheshimiwa's car was totally distorted, destroyed, guys. But if you can compare it with the bus was somehow destroyed. Impact that destroyed the car, but somehow didn't destroy the bus, and it was a head-on collision, guys. It was a head-on collision. So why was the car totally destroyed and the bus was not that much destroyed? Mambo imechemka. Ni kubaya, guys. Another question. Why is the statement issued by the driver contradicts the statement given by the security guard? On the driver's statement, he said he was, as he was driving, Mhesh pulled on the way and entered a wrong lane without checking. And he did that because the other lane, there was jam. At that time, 3:19. Can we have a traffic jam at that time? That's what he said, the guys. But when you come to the security, he said he pulled out of the police filling station and just entered the highway. And he's saying there was no traffic jam at the time. So who is telling the truth between these two people? I heard some analysts saying that if you listen to the accent of the security guard and his name does not match, guys, accent doesn't tell where you come from, guys. They said the name is for a Kalenjin and the accent is for a Luo. That doesn't matter, guys. I can't be a Luo and raised in Kikuyu land. I'll be affected by R and L. So don't judge somebody using the accent, guys. Another burning questions people are asking: how many people were in the car before the accident? This CCTV footage should be zoomed enough to show us how many people were in Jirongo's vehicle at the time of the accident. Another question people are asking on the same: why do you think that Mheshimiwa had to go to a filling station and spend there almost 5 seconds without refilling the tank and then moving out of the filling station? Does it mean that he was being followed at a close range with somebody and he was seeking to hide or to waste time on the filling station so that this person can pass and he continues with his journey? Another question that people are asking: in an interview of Sifuna and the Mhesh Jirongo, he said he has written a book. And he said he can't release the book because if he releases it, he might die, he will die. So can that be a source of his death? We don't know, we're just asking questions. These are Kenyans asking questions about what happened to Mheshimiwa and basically what might have led to his death. Is it possible for the police department, the DCI, to extract the footage or the route Mheshimiwa used from Karen to Naivasha? Can they use the GPS, geographical position system, to come up with the routes that this car used to reach to Naivasha? Guys, people are asking questions, man. People are asking questions. Keep on asking, guys. If it is your first time here, comment, subscribe, and share this thing, guys. If you have another burning questions, put it on the comment section. If it is your first time viewing our videos, guys, consider subscribing, guys. Otherwise, keep on asking questions. If I get anything new, I'll let you know. Otherwise, it's your man Godfrey. Bye-bye until next time.